I would see you trying and I would cry.
Hi everyone, thought I'd catch up. I'm away at Moor House this weekend on a young leader training weekend. You can see we're taking a break from modules. We're having some fun in the cave bus. We're supposed to be getting teams racing through there, see who gets the fastest time. Seems more like a competition to see who doesn't get stuck and have to be rescued, but everybody's having a good laugh. That's super. We're doing quite a few modules. I think it's 7 or 8 modules over the weekend from the Young Leader Training Scheme to really help our young leaders get a flying start on their training. I'm a big believer, a big fan in the Young Leader Training Scheme. They're making a big difference across the county in lots of sections and lots of groups. There's some parts of the county where we couldn't deliver the good quality programmes we do without some of these young folks coming along and helping with our sections. And I think it's really important that we support them in our work. So we know that not every district is big enough to run a full young leader training programme. That's why we run county training weekends. We've got another one in October, and shortly after this weekend we'll get the bookings open for that. So if you've got young leaders that you're working with and they need to do their training, they can come along and do a lot of their modules here with the county. But we also know that there's some districts across the county are doing a super job delivering training to their young leaders, and that's really fantastic. And thank you to everybody across the county who's involved in young leader training. You're doing a super job. But it's very important as well that we do support our young people, our young leaders in their sections. Last night we had a youth-shaped session with our young leaders to try and find out what they thought about the Young Leader Scheme, and more importantly how they're being supported to complete their missions and validate their training in their sections. And as usual, we hear about young people telling us sometimes they're not really being asked to do enough, they're just being used to run games, or in some cases, a few, they're being given a little bit too much responsibility. So if you're a section leader and you're working with young leaders, or you'd like to work with young leaders, please do take a look at the resources about the Young Leader Training Scheme. I told you they're having fun. Please look at the resources for the Young Leader Training Scheme, find out what the scheme's about, and support your young leaders to complete their missions and get their young leader belts. Our young leaders, when they turn 18 and choose to volunteer, are a really important asset to Scouting, and we owe it to them to support them as best we can. I want to get back to these guys now. We've got some more modules to run this evening. We're going to have a campfire later, some more modules tomorrow. I'm having a fantastic weekend with the young people. I always do, and I'll catch up with you next time.
Yeah, I know we are.